Okay. Did everybody mute? I think so. Hold on. Okay, so thank you guys for showing up. Today is Friday, and we talked about our Class A prospects. So I'm going to go through a little comparison of industry to industry of owning your own business, and I can only go with one today, but I think it'll kind of give you the idea of what I'm talking about. But first, I always want to start out with gratitude and live happy. Live Happy is an extension of Nerium that is just so great. Their content is amazing, and I really feel like we're so lucky to have this in our life, because if you look at the magazine, whether online or if you get it in the mail, there's really such amazing tools there that are scientifically proven that if you can live a happier life, if your brain is happier, you're going to do better in life. The happiness is definitely the precursor. And of course, gratitude is a very big part of that if you live in gratitude. So I just wanted to share that. And I wanted to say that I was awfully grateful last night to be able to be at the Vaziri's market party and watch Caroline do the presentation. She did an absolutely amazing job. And each and every one of you can do this. And I know some of you have, but those of you that you haven't, really go on the page and take a look at a little bit of Caroline. I recorded it on live, and she's just great. And it was just a wonderful, wonderful evening. So I'm very full of gratitude on that. Okay, SMART goals, 8 points per day, 1,000 and more in production. We're getting to the end of the month, and we talked about on Monday about our Class A prospects and how that was going to, kind of dictate how we closed out our month. And so this is the last weekend of the month, and it's very, very important that we, look at our Class A's, make sure that we have some Class A's, and really go into our funnel and make some stuff happen, make some magic happen for ourselves and for the people that we work with. Okay, so that's really how we do it. So owning your own business, I thought about this, and I'm going to go quickly through these slides that I put together. Owning your own business is no joke. Okay, most people don't do it. Most people have maybe have an idea that they'd like to do it, but Robert was talking about it, and so was Caroline last night, about how internationally, people are just, they're praying for something. They're praying for something to come into their life that can make their life better, that can add to their life. And a lot of times when you own your own business, you're definitely taking a leap of faith. You're definitely nervous. Can I do it? But I was looking at some education that I had from before with the real estate industry, and I've compared Nerium to the real estate industry for a long time, in the mortgage business, which is what Robert's business is that we've been in for almost 30 years. And the comparables are really stunning when you really look at, being an independent contractor and owning your own business. And so I kind of wanted to go through it with you. So typical costs to get started in a home-based business as a realtor is $2,000 to $4,000. Okay. And they say in this, considering the cost of starting in most businesses, this is fairly reasonable outlay. You start your own business, you make choices on how much you want to spend and what's necessary or not, and a lot depends on what business will benefit, what the business benefit will be. So most people that start a real estate career, mortgage career, and they're starting their own business, the mortgage business was way more expensive when we started it because we had so many licenses and we were the broker. This is just an independent contractor. So it's $2,000 to $4,000 to start their business. And it was interesting because as I was going through it, they were talking about feeding your funnel. So what they say, which one of these is the main takeaway about how the funnel concept works? Okay. So the funnel concept works by understanding how important it is to spend time on generating leads. Generating leads generates income. Same thing with Nerium, exactly the same thing. As a realtor, mortgage lender, anybody in those types of businesses. So to get started with us, when you're talking to your Class A prospects, to get started with us, you can get started for $500 and you get $879 worth of product. Okay, so you get free inventory on top of your investment. You get over $380 worth of free product on top of the inventory that you bought. Okay. You also get a website, you also get marketing materials, and you get to start your business. Okay. Which is a pretty reasonable way of getting started in your very own business. You also get a system. You get a system to show you how to do Nerium, to build a business by doing your 2 a day and by utilizing the marketing materials and by utilizing your support team. Even though you're an independent contractor, you have a support team like this Zoom and like many other, your upline, sideline, and people that you meet along the way that are going to help you build your business. You build your funnel. This is building your list, and you build your funnel, and you keep building your funnel all the time, right? This is how you build your business. Well, in real estate, it says, if it takes 7 leads to get a client on average, how many leads do you need to go into the top of the funnel to get 15 clients who will earn you $80,000? Now, that's not $80,000 in a year. That's just $80,000. Okay, so you need 15 times 7, which is 105 Class A prospects, in order for you to make $80,000 in real estate on average. And again, that's not in a year, that's not in a month, that's not in 6 months. That's just saying, okay, I need to get at least 105 Class A prospects to get 15 real people that want me to sell their house. So think about that, right? That's the same thing as Nerium. Anywhere from 5 to 7 exposures gets you a Class A prospect, somebody that might want to do your business, okay? Now, ongoing expenses. Nerium's ongoing expenses are pretty much free. We have $30 for a website, and we have a product that we have to get on a monthly basis to use that we would normally use anyway, okay? So our monthly expenses at the most are probably $130 at the most with tax and shipping. Well, to be in a real estate or be an independent contractor in the real estate industry or a mortgage lender or any of that, your ongoing expenses before you make a dime are anywhere from $200 to $1,000, okay? That's what you spend no matter what. Whether you make money or not, you're spending something like that on a consistent basis, okay? So, and I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that when you compare owning your own business and being an independent contractor, it's very enlightening to know what people do spend on building a business. So when you're talking to your Class A prospects and you ask them, gee, have you ever owned your own business? Do you, find out if they're aware of what the expectation is, because Nerium really gives you the opportunity to have a global business for free. And it's no joke. Robert and I talk about it all the time. We have never seen something so amazing that our business is free, our marketing is free, our website is free, and we get to make a residual income every single month. I mean, when you really think about it, it's pretty astounding. Okay, we have the inventory replacement program. Well, when you do a loan or when you sell a house, you don't automatically get a replacement loan or a replacement listing. You have to actually go out and you have to go to your Class A prospects and generate leads to be able to create more inventory for you to sell houses or to do a loan. I mean, that's just the way it goes. Nerium, on the other hand, if you do the activities of generating leads and you get your new brand partners or your new customers, they actually give you your product back for free, so you can go ahead and do the same activity. That's an unbelievable advantage over every business I've ever seen in my life, okay? In terms of, if you think about anything that we do on a daily basis that we purchase, if you could imagine that store inventory was free, they would be rich. I mean, it just doesn't happen. So these are the costs for a real estate agent to start up, and these are the costs ongoing. So I thought it was interesting because here's your startups, your licensing, your exam, your fingerprinting, your licensing fee, your signage, everyone needs signage, your MLS fee, business cards, lockbox, stationery, lockbox fee, and association dues. So that's all your startup costs. But then ongoing every month, whether you make a sale or not, you need your renewal fee, you need your desk fee, your signage, your MLS, your business cards, your lockbox. All of these fees are ongoing. And that's really where, when you're looking at that business, and listen, I think real estate is great. I do real estate. I love it. Okay. But when you're comparing and you're looking at owning a business, that you can actually make a profit almost immediately in. You can make a profit in real estate and you can do amazingly well, but you have to know that the investment is huge in the beginning until you start building a book of business. That's what we do here at Nerium. But our book of business becomes residual income. Real estate's book of business becomes clients that love you and may refer people to you on an ongoing basis. But honestly, it is not a residual business unless you are the one creating that residual by keeping up with those clients, making sure they know what you're up to, you know, getting them to refer you business. So it really is an amazing when you're looking at, you know, apples to apples on businesses. So here, when we get involved with Nerium, they give us a roadmap to get a free car. Now, the roadmap in real estate or other businesses is you can buy your own free car as successful as you get. But Nerium gives you a step-by-step program so that you can actually earn a car. And how do you do that? By really feeding your funnel with Class A prospects that want to do the same thing. And the first thing that Nerium does, the first thing that they tell you to do is they tell you, hey, if you follow our system, we can help you get this product for free. We can help you get your business for free. And that way it's going to be a lot easier for you to not only earn your business, your investment back, but you're going to be able to go on and on and on and build on to that residual income. So if you just follow our system, we're going to make it super simple for you to make money. And in, you know, other industries, you know, there's a way of making big money for sure, but the roadmap, you know, does not allow you to not have expenses the very next month. There is always going to be some sort of expense for staying in business. Okay. And then they give you the second step, which is helping 3 people get into the business. They're going to give you a bonus for that. They're actually going to help you to pay yourself back in your investment within the first 30 days if you can get your 3 people. And what's important about that, you guys, is that, and maybe we don't stress it hard enough, but what's important about that is if you get paid, if you're a brand new brand partner and you get paid back immediately and your product is free the next month, are you more likely to continue the business that you're in? Absolutely. You're way more likely. The stress of that is completely taken off. You're making money. I mean, it's great. And then the third thing that they do is they say, okay, look, if you can duplicate that again, we're going to help you not only earn a free iPad to build your business with, but we're going to also give a bonus to the other 3 people that you brought in that got their 3 people. And we're going to help you to help them. Well, in real estate, you know, you have your broker and you have realtors around you and mortgage lenders. Some mortgage lenders, like my husband, pretty much worked by themselves. No one ever helped, you know, Robert. I mean, I helped him, but it wasn't like, you know, there wasn't the synergy of other people saying, well, let me kind of show you how this works, Robert. Let me show you how to pre-qualify somebody. Let me show you how the loan process works. You know, he had to do that all by himself. Let me show you what marketing works. Let me show you how to do your marketing. Let me show you how to get the best, you know, marketing for this industry. You know, we had to go to seminar after seminar after seminar to learn that. Okay. And I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that's what we did. Okay. And so the expense of that was monumental in the beginning because we wanted to learn our craft. So here what Nerium's trying to do is they're trying to pay us back immediately and get us into profit mode. And of course, then very quickly on, if we can duplicate that and we show people the way to duplicate that through parties and by being social and by having fun, and we find people that have an interest in doing that, that's the key. Getting those Class A prospects that understand this is what our business model is. You know, you can earn a car and you can earn a trip, you know. Well, in other industries, you can certainly earn a car and you can certainly earn a trip, but you're earning that on your own. Nobody ever sent Robert and I on a trip because he was $1 million producer, you know, ever. I mean, no one ever did that. We did that for ourselves, but no one ever said, hey, we want to give you a $25,000 trip to, you know, Hawaii for 2 weeks because you did a great job. We had to pat ourselves on the back. So this is another way. So this is the inventory of a realtor, is to get as many houses as they can listed. The more houses they have in their funnel, the more clients they can find in their funnel, the more money they're going to make. This is our inventory, and all of our inventory is for free. We don't have to do, you know, marketing that costs us money because all the marketing is taken care of for us. And this is all we do. We have product that hopefully, if we're doing this right, it's for free. And it's there for us to share with people, to help our team grow, to sell it if we want to. There's lots of ways for us to make money with our free inventory. This is a bunch of realtors who are obviously very successful. And this is a bunch of Nerium brand partners that are very successful, right? They're at the ocean, they're with their family, they're having a drink, they're at a beautiful resort in Puerto Vallarta. So, you know, it's not that one is better than the other, but it sure does look better to be on a beach and have freedom, time freedom. And that's the key to this mindset of why you want to go out and get Class A prospects and create a lifestyle. So this group has 65 Class A prospects as of last Monday. So how many do you need to build your business is my question. And all of us on here, I told you I had 5 at the beginning of the month. I mean, at the beginning of the week, I lost 2 this week for various reasons. I'm going to be able to go back to them. And I think I gained 1 yesterday with the help of Caroline and Casey. I did 2 back-to-back 3-way calls. And I honestly can tell you that I utilize the system. I utilize the system because the system works. And so that, you guys, is the presentation. And what I want to do is I want to go out to everybody, because I said I would, and talk to you about the fact that we all had Class A prospects, and we've got the weekend and Monday to really take those Class A prospects and make something happen, bring somebody into your business. You know, I kind of gave you an example on how to bring them into your business by asking great questions and really showing them how, you know, how beneficial it is to have a home-based business like this. And we didn't even get into, you know, the tax benefits or how this, you know, enters into your life. But the reality is any kind of business like this, you guys, you're going to have to feed your funnel. You're going to have to feed your funnel in a way that every other business in the world feeds their funnel. The only difference is that we have these products that are for our brain and for our skin. Other people have homes. Robert has, you know, mortgage loans. There really is no difference, okay? It's the same concept. We just don't have to spend the kind of money that Robert has to spend. And I know some people on here are either in the real estate business or married to real estate. So I use that correlation because that's what I know. Honestly, though, you're constantly feeding that funnel, and that's all we do. So I want to kind of go around the room. I don't want to put anybody on the spot, but I want to say, you know, where are you at today with your Class A prospects? Where can we help you to turn those people into business partners? And what kind of, you know, what are you doing this weekend to make that happen for yourself? Because you guys, we want you to have a whole new team to take you to a whole new level, right? That's the name of this game. So let's start with somebody open up and say where they're at with their Class A's.
This is Randy. I have 5.
Okay, what'd you start with?
I started with 2.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And
yeah.
I just want to say something that I read yesterday. I can't think of his name. Another network marketing person said what he did to get to the top was get 20 no's every day. And I've decided yesterday that's exactly what I'm going to do, is get 20 no's. Because if your statistics are, mine are about 1 out of 10, 1 out of 9 are become Class A, then if you get 20 no's, you're going to have 3. And so I'm looking to do that. I started it yesterday and I got 1 Class A prospect yesterday out of it. So that's what I'm doing, is trying to get 20 no's. And then I'm working closely with those Class A prospects on a daily basis. I give them a call or I send them a text message to see, to do the follow-ups. And so I've been following up this week and it seems to be moving along.
Okay, that's awesome, Randy. And it's great that you have 5. I really, and anything that you need in terms of helping you to take them to the next level, you know, please know that we're here to help you.
Thank you. Caroline was awesome. She did a 3-way with me yesterday, day before yesterday, and it was phenomenal. And I have every confidence that we're moving him along. So that's great. Thank you.
Guys, who's next? Who can fire off some numbers and we can see where we're at?
Well, I was going to say thank you, Randy. That was a really fun call. And I have 8 Class A prospects.
Great.
I had 7 last week. and half of them are in Colombia. And my main thing in the next few days is to get people on three-way calls. And with those Colombians, it has to be like three-way Zooms. So that's what I got to do is make the calls or the Zooms
That sounds
happen.
good. That's great. Who else?
Yep.
Next.
This is Breeze. I have 3. I had 2 from last week.
That's great, Breeze. Congratulations. Next. We had 65 last week, so come on, guys.
All right. I had an amazing, so many people on this Zoom has inspired me. I remember Randy saying that he made 300 phone calls in his first month and he got Fast Start qualified. And I thought, that's 10 phone calls a day. So, and Susie's been encouraging the same idea. So for 2 days of this week, I've done the 10, but yesterday I called some of the people that I was most nervous about. And you know what? They were so receptive. I was blown away and I am so excited. So as of today, I have 4 Class A prospects that are really A.
That's amazing. That's wonderful. Okay, who's next? That's great, Carla.
Hi, Annie. It's Lisa. Good morning, everyone. So we have 7 Class A prospects. And I just have to tell you, I took my kids to the doctor. We're going on vacation, so I took them to the doctor for a checkup. And one of the assistants was like, oh, how's your husband's clinic? And how's Nerium? And I just thought it was really odd because she'd never asked me about it before. There is a brand partner that also is an assistant to one of the doctors in that same clinic. And she whispered to me, I need to talk to you. I'm going to call you. She has my cell number. I've invited her to a market party in the past, but it was very interesting to see how I've remained consistent, whereas he has fallen out. And now this lady has an interest. Also last night at the market party, we had a brand partner who reactivated herself after I would say about 2.5 years. She disappeared. And you met her, Caroline and Annie, and she reactivated herself. And it's really interesting how, you're staying consistent, you're sharing the news, you're being, intentional in your business, and people show up for different reasons at different times.
That's great. That's wonderful. And that was a great market party, you guys. Really great. Thank you guys for doing that. Okay, so that's awesome. Anybody else want to share? Because I know we had 65 on Monday. So we're almost.
I didn't go yet. Last week I had 2. Then during the week I had 3. Then I lost one day before yesterday. So I'm back to 2. So I'm going to get some more by the end of the weekend.
Feeding the funnel. Who else?
Hey, you guys, it's Karen. Great job. Annie, that was amazing. Steven said, I hope she's recording this because it's just, you're creating such a great library for the team. So that's amazing. I want to share something that Amanda Thompson trained on Tuesday when we come across a lot of people now who have tried the product, maybe had not a really great experience, or I've used that before, and and there's a lot of what I like to refer to as orphans out there. And now that we're been around for about 4 or 5 years, so she asked these questions I thought might be helpful for you guys. One is that when someone says, "Oh yeah, I've tried that before and it didn't work," or the first thing she goes, "Oh well, tell me about that. What did you experience?" And she kind of really starts this this relationship with them, kind of interested, and they go, "Well, I used it, but I stopped using it," or and she'll go, "Well, what do you use now?" And that's the other question. She'll go like, "So what are you using now?" She kind of wants to know, and how long have you used that? Kind of finding out the loyalty factor. And then she says, if you were to use something different, what would it be? If you were to use something, what would it be if something's not working? And so I'm trying to read my notes. Sorry. Something different. If you could do something different, that's what it was. If you could do something different, what would it be? Because most products don't work. And then she'll just say, you know what, if I could show you a Nerium experience, a sensory experience, versus a 30-day results, is that something you'd be interested in? Okay, so I just thought that was really helpful because I know I come across a lot of people that have tried it and I'm like, well, what do I say now? I really want to engage, and that was helpful to me. So I hope that was helpful for you.
And it goes back to, and I know that Amanda's such a great trainer. It goes back to, great leaders ask great questions. And I wish that I had done that when I was at the tennis court in front of 5 people. And I said to, somebody said, what do you do? And I said, I'm with Nerium. And this girl just looked at me in front of all 5 people and said, oh, that doesn't work. And I was mortified by that. I was like, really? It doesn't work? I've been using it for 5 years. I feel like it really works great. And she goes, no, it doesn't work. And so she basically completely disintegrated me in front of all my friends that I play tennis with. And I thought, what could I have done differently in that situation? Because I was so taken aback that she would do that in front of people. At the very least, I thought maybe she would say it to me in private, but she didn't. She decided to do it in front of all of the people that we were with. And so, Karen, that would have been a wonderful thing to do, is to start asking her questions. And I think, I think that I'm going to have that now in my arsenal. That was really, really good. Thank you. Okay, so we've only got a few people that have mentioned their numbers. So who else hasn't shared?
Me, Annie. I have 5 last week, and I have almost 6.5 right now. And then just working on them right now, and then adding some new ways for exposure. Okay. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Great. Okay, so who haven't we heard of?
I haven't gone.
Okay.
I only have 2, and I have the same 2 from last week. But I will say I was a little distracted the past week, but back focused, and hope to have at least 1 or 2 more by the end of the weekend.
Great. Okay. Anybody else? Deborah, Patty?
Hi, Annie. This is Gilbert. I started 2 this week, and I'm working on 4 right now.
Okay, awesome.
Hi, Annie. This is Farah.
Hi, Farah.
Hi. Yes, we have 2, but one of them is coming this weekend, Sunday, and one of them is waiting for opening her business. She's opening, I don't know, hairdresser. I have to wait for her, but one of them is coming this weekend to show everything.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Anybody else? I know we're missing a few people on the call today, so we'll probably do this call. We'll probably ask again on Monday. But does anyone else want to share the people they have?
This is Andrea. I had 1 last week. I would say I still have 1, but maybe it's a different one. I did share some information with this one gentleman, and he started texting me about the cost of getting started, almost like he was nervous about that amount. Feels like the communications have kind of stopped, not knowing how to, maybe personally get in front of him and share information or sample the product or do a 3-way call so we can work through the money part.
Yeah. Well, and listen, we're here for you. A lot of times when people mention money, like yesterday, that happened to me, Andrea, this lady that was in my house, I had her watch the 2.5-minute video, and she had a smile on her face, and she said, how much is it? And I said, you know what? Let me get somebody on the phone to help me share that information with you. And that's when I got Casey and Caroline on the phone. I didn't even say a word. I just said, oh, you know what? Let me get somebody on the phone to help me with that. So, sometimes it's hard to you know, to transfer into that mode. But I'm practicing that every single day myself, and it really does work. I just sat there smiling because Casey and Caroline were doing all the work.
Yeah, for me, his question was via text, and like, okay, this is going to be difficult because I'm sure that's what is top of mind for him.
Yeah.
To try to re-engage. So we'll see.
Here if you need us.
Thank you.
Anybody else contribute to our numbers today?
This is oh
Deborah?
yeah, this is Deborah. I have one still.
Good. That's awesome.
Thanks.
Next. Anybody? Okay. So you guys, it's Friday. I love Fridays. The weekend is here. We get to be social, have fun, and we're going to rock it this weekend. Let's get some people to sign up in our business. Let's get some new energy to bring to our parties and our market parties, and let's just go out and have a great time. And I love you guys, and I'll see you on Monday. Take care.
Thank you, Annie.
Thank you,
Awesome.
Annie.